again. Leroy Gamil, Managing Broker at Mills Realty. In our last video, we spoke about credit, how you get your credit cleaned up, your credit score. We're going to move forward now. Now that you've learned how to get your credit score up, what credit score you needed, we want to talk about getting a home. Now, once you know you got your credit score to a point of 640 and above, now we got to talk about, now you can say we can go shopping. But before you go shopping, we have to go see your lender. Before you go see your realtor, you must go see your lender. Now you have taken the time to move your credit score up. Now, let's go see your lender. Now, let's talk a little bit about your lender. There's many lenders out there, but you must choose a lender that's a full service lender. Now, and this is very important when you choose a lender. Whenever you choose a lender, find out what kind of program they have. How can they help? Do they do the IDA program? Will they give you, and by the way, the IDA program is where you can get money to help you with your closing costs. Do they do FHA? Most of them do conventional loans. Very important, they do what's called a 2 or 3K loan. I'll explain that to you later in the video. Now, when you go to your lender, find out what programs they do, because not every lender does the same thing. For example, when you go to a lender, ask a question like this. Mr. and Mr. Lender, if I find a house that has no kitchen, can I buy it? Some lenders will say, no, you can't. Some will say, well, yeah, we could do it, but the owner may have to repair it. And then you have the other lenders will say, you know what? Yes, we can turn that from we can turn it into what's called a 2 or 3K loan. And the 2 or 3K loan is just the fact that you will be able to purchase a home, and then the lender will give you the money to make the repair. So your lender is very important in when you go about looking for a lender. You want to go to a lender that will actually work with you, that will tell you this is what your credit is. If it's for some reason something needs to be removed, that lender will remove it for you. You want to go to a lender that does what's called rescore. For example, you have maybe a light bill that you haven't paid. You forgot. Oh, I forgot to pay this light bill. You want to go to a lender that says, you know what? Let's go ahead and pay that light bill, and they'll do a rescore and get your credit back to where it is. So lenders are very important. Once you got your lender, and your lender will give you a document saying you are approved to buy X amount. Whether it's $100,000 or $200,000 or $1 million. You go to your lender, your realtor says, hey, I've gotten my pre-approval from the lender. Here it is. The realtor says, okay, where will you buy? Now this is where orals comes in. Your realtor is very, very important. Your realtor must know the area. They must know where you want to live. Well, you will tell them, of course, where you want to live, but they must know the neighborhood. They must know the value of the home. You don't want a realtor who says, okay, you want a home for $100,000? Let's buy it and turn around that home is only worth $90,000. You want a realtor that says, you know what? Before you buy the home, let me check the value of the neighborhood. Your realtor is the one that's going to guide you through the maze. Now, going back to lender, if you don't have a lender, then you can come to your realtor and he will refer you to 2, 3, 4 lenders. And he will tell you which one he's worked with, which one he has not worked with, but that your lender, your realtor will guide you through that just in case you don't have a lender. So back to your realtor must know the neighborhood. You can't find a realtor one side of town and go 50 miles over and say, hey, I want to buy a home here. He may not know what's going on. He may not know the value. It may be hard to count that value. So find your realtor that knows what he's doing. Find your realtor that's experienced. It's always good to find a full-time realtor, or even though part-time realtor works, it's always good to find a full-time realtor who does it every day. Now, once you've got a home, you got to go through the process. Once you find a home, you got to do an inspection of the home. Make sure you get an inspection when you buy a home. You cannot buy a home without looking at the roof, the plumbing, the entire windows, everything in the home. Once you find a home with your realtor, go ahead. Do not let anyone say do not do an inspection. before you do an inspection. Make sure you have a qualified inspection to actually go through that process with you. You need that because after you bought the home, you can't turn around and say, "Oh, sorry, I don't want the home anymore." It is yours. Once you've gotten your inspection, you say, "Okay, I can do this." Then you turn around and say, "You know what? Tell the lender, let's move forward with your mortgage. Let's move forward to get that mortgage so you can move into your home." So for more videos like these, click like and subscribe.